And it should be starting right now. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are live. Yes, we have not done a live stream in a hot minute. Literally a hot minute. How's everybody doing today?
Man, I'm hot.
We got a few guests in the house here. This is the Sunday night podcast. Usually Sneed will do one, but I don't know what's been going on with him, so we'll do it tonight.
I'm gonna do mine tomorrow night, probably.
But we got Apple Watts in the house too. Of course, we got Sneed, and then uh, we got Josh Tech in the house for Blind OG Tech. I don't know which one you like calling yourself now, bro, but we got you in the house.
Yeah.
So
Depends on the evening, bro.
so so here, let's do a little few things. Baby Yoda, what's going on, man? How are you? Flyboy Rex, what's going on, man? Max Tech Studios, what's up, bro? How's it going? Hey, yo, Adam, what's going on, bro? How are you?
Yeah.
Yo, Kim on, what's going on? It's been a minute. We got Maverick. Did you get rid of that sprint? Yeah, bro. Come on, bro. Hey, yo, we got David.
David.
And then we got Speaker Network. What up, man? What's going on? Then we got Mr. Blaze in the house. What's going on, Blaze? Yo, what's going on, Kazi? How are you? Hey, Troy, what's up? How's it going?
Hey.
Okay. Aaron, how's it going?
Yo.
Yo, Jose,
Jose.
and then Mr. Guest. Yep, that'll be coming soon. That'll be coming soon, man, when the time comes. But yeah, today we're gonna talk about, bro. We're gonna get into that Starlink stuff. As you know, we are right now live streaming at the homestead with Starlink. So I want to know, how does it sound being on Starlink? Is it buffering, cutting?
Good so far. I can't tell anything negative.
Yeah. So we're on the Starlink. We're just making it happen, bro. And yeah, we got Mr. Cioba in the house. We got
Yeah.
Caesar. What up? We got Kazi with a donation. Oh shit, dude!
Nice,
$2.99 super
guys.
chat. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Nice, man.
So let's see here. We got Mr. Max saying, I want to do interviews with Los. One of these days, Los Mo will speed testing it. All right, bro. Whenever you let me know, bro. You're in the hot seat, so you
Yeah.
let me know and we'll make it happen, bro. I'll give you whatever you want. But all right, so basically, bro, my have been amazing. I've been using it on the home internet. It's actually working out pretty well, bro. No issues at all. Mr. Musk, Elon Musk, is a genius with this thing, Sneed. I think you need to give this a try, bro. You need to stop BSing, bullshit, and get this damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think my end game is most definitely fiber, but you can't turn down reliable internet, which is something I don't really have in terms of traditional broadband. So I think you're right about that. I think it's definitely worth a consideration and a look. The only issue is it's not available until the back end of the year. So at the time when it first started doing the signups, for the early
Yeah,
adopter thing and the beta testing, I think it was like January, and they told me that it wasn't going to be available in my region until the end of the year. So,
but
and
that's
I
the
know
same
that,
thing they told me, and I literally got it a month after hitting the website. They said, okay, we're taking the payment. Make sure you got 24 hours to verify that the card that you put in is correct. And then I got the kit like 3 days later after that.
yeah, the only issue is that I know that fiber is being buried in my neighborhood at some point in the next couple of weeks. So the AT&T fiber service is basically going to be live no later
Look,
than July. So, I mean, at this point, if I was to put an order in, what are the chances I'm getting it within the next 2 weeks? Then I'd be using it for basically 1 month of service, and then I'd be moving over to fiber. So it's really just
that's
timing.
if the fiber comes in, bro. Because fiber builds usually. I mean, I doubt it's going to be if you haven't seen no wires being buried yet. That
Well,
means that.
the civil engineers have already they've installed the flags, the locations where it's getting buried.
Yeah.
and the trucks have been around, so the fibers, it's getting laid out here in the next couple of weeks, most definitely. And there's a lot of stuff going on actually right now. I've seen Verizon trucks working on tower relocations. So there's quite a bit happening. I just honestly, Los, if it wasn't for me knowing that the fiber was coming, I probably would have been more aggressive about getting the service.
Hey, yo, David, thank you for the 499 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, David.
Just saying another one. That's all the message said.
Thanks, Kaz, too. Appreciate you guys.
But yeah, bro. I mean, it's been reliable. The speeds have actually improved since the first time that I got it. Is the speeds? I mean, they were okay, but it was you remember it was all over the place.
Yeah.
Now it's more steady. It stays in the 200 range. It stays in the 30 to 50 upload range. It's not bad.
Yeah.
And if it's holding this live stream down, then it's doing a good job.
Is there any more improvements on this from Elon Musk?
I know they launched, what was it, like a week ago they launched, or 2 weeks ago they launched 60 more satellites.
Yeah, the more satellites they launch, the better, because that adds capacity and it just makes the network experience more resilient. You can get more speed, and it's kind of like terrestrial sites. It's like having more cell towers, right, within a confined space.
So the goal is right now to add more satellites.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Jose.
That's Jose. Thank you for the super chat, bro. For the $5 super chat. Starlink sounds great. Yeah, it is, man. It's a really great option for a person that does not have any, either doesn't have any options or doesn't have good options.
I agree.
And honestly, if fiber came to my house, to my area today, as much as I like fiber, I'm just gonna stick with Starlink, just for the reason that it's an encrypted connection, and I actually been digging deeper into it. Yeah, and Starlink does not hold any of your data hostage. It does not track any data of anything you go to or use or anything.
You couldn't find any packets or collections of logs?
Nope.
That's good.
So to me, I know in today's world we don't have privacy, but just by knowing that at least I have that little bit, makes a big difference. It might not be a lot, but at least I know that when I'm browsing at home with that, it's private.
Yeah, but that's also sad. That's your only option.
Yeah.
I mean,
because you're in the city.
I mean, I'm not disappointed, bro. Honestly, it's really good. It's solid.
Your customers in the city need that landline connection, the wired.
I think what Apple Watts is saying is it wasn't really designed for Carlos and Vegas. It was more so designed for Mav in rural Texas, or rural Ohio where DSL is the option, or North Carolina or whatever. There's parts of the country that lack terrestrial infrastructure of quality coaxial or fiber.
Yeah, in the same sense of where T-Mobile had to build out their AT&T had to build out this fixed wireless. That is a good option there, but is it a good option for someone like Carlos that lives in the city, or me that lives in a big city like the DFW?
Right.
It shouldn't be the only option.
Well, his problem is like mine, with a lack of reliable options.
Yeah.
I mean, the other option is some other satellite company or Cox.
Oh, yeah.
And Cox is most definitely one of the worst when it comes to reliability and dependability of service.
Is that Cox failing on you, or is that the FCC not setting standards?
It's both, but I mean, it's up to the FCC to enforce, but I mean, the companies are held responsible. Look, I can't speak out of both sides of my mouth. I can't blame the FCC for not having teeth, when in reality, we have people in the country that say we need to not centralize our broadband, right? They don't want the FCC getting involved. So those are the people that are supporting, private companies deploying their own infrastructure. So I can't blame the FCC when the private companies fail.
I think, Kevin,
I think having Starlink as another option
Sure.
provides competition in the market. If Starlink starts taking share from all the other incumbents, and they're like, "Hey, where's all this traffic going? Why are these people leaving our network?" That kind of forces them to start looking at their own network and maybe actually doing something about it.
But the thing about it, bro, is like, okay, so my next door neighbor, this lady, she has Viasat as her internet option because she'd rather have Viasat than Cox.
Bless her heart.
She's paying $120 a month, dude, for literally 300 gigs, and the ping is horrible, dude, like 1,000 ping and shit. It's horrible. But now I talked to her the other day. I ran into her, and I told her about the Starlink, and now she actually signed up for Starlink. She's waiting for her kid to come. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's how bad the options are with them, with Cox, that people rather pay Viasat $130 a month for 300 gigs, and then have to worry about off peaking.
Here's what's incredible, Carlos, is I've been seeing Cox trucks doing work around here. They're clearly now starting to try to improve their infrastructure situation. But what did it take? It took T-Mobile home internet. It took AT&T fiber. It took all of these things to come here for them to care. It's just too late. I told Cox when they came over my house to try to fix it, and I told them, I don't know why you guys are here. I'm leaving you, and all those other things. So it's too late. You guys are going to lose everything. You've burned bridges with people. You can't torch people for 2 or 3 decades and then start to try to clean up your quality of service when everybody else starts coming in to compete. You're done.
Yeah, I mean, what steps did you have to take to resolve your situation? Didn't you have to go to the highest level?
I mean, I was dealing with the Better Business Bureau and the FCC.
Yeah. Imagine that,
Carlos,
bro.
Brandon wants to know how much data you've used on Starlink. Does it tell you how much data you've used, or are you?
It doesn't tell you, bro, because you can use all you want. I know I've used at least 4 TB, bro.
Oh
wow.
That's a lot.
Well, that's a very compelling sell right there.
Have you noticed slow at night versus the day, or when it rains, or anything of that nature?
No, remember we were on the phone the other night when the other day when it was hailing and raining here.
Mm-hmm.
When I showed you the little hail balls that were landing and stuff. Well,
okay, so your phone was connected to Starlink?
It was connected to Starlink, and that FaceTime call was fine, right?
It was clear.
And there you go. I was getting 200 Mbps even in the rain.
Wow, that's awesome.
So, that shows you, bro, that it's a good service, bro. I can't discredit it. It still needs work, but I'm not gonna cancel my service.
Where's your external antenna again?
What's up?
Where's your external antenna?
Honestly, bro, my external antenna is not even on the roof, bro. I have it like on this little. It's against the back wall, like on top of a little water pond thing that I have in the backyard.
So how do you think the satellite itself compares, to like satellites nowadays, like the dish satellite for TV? Does it hold up well?
Yeah, that's where I kind of leading to. That's where I was kind of leading to with the antenna. It doesn't work like the traditional like dish or direct TV kind of antenna or receiver, I should say.
No, you don't have to worry like that where you have to aim it somewhere. Well, the app tells you where to aim it, but once you aim it, once you have it there, it'll, move and do its self-adjusting and all that. So if it needs to adjust, it'll move on its own from there. You don't have to worry about nothing.
And so the lower the better, you said? And the higher the better?
I don't know, because when I had it on the roof, the speeds were slower. It's weird. And then I literally put it back on the lower level, and
it's perfect. It gets over 200 Mbps all the time. When I had it on the roof, it was getting only like 70, 80.
Sometimes it's really about line of sight to the actual satellites, and they move.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Hey,
that's the situation.
thank you, Sebi, for the super sticker. I don't know which one it is. I can't see it on here, but whichever one it is, thank you, bro. Appreciate
It's
you.
the celebrating pair. Shout out to
Oh,
all the pair.
shout out to the Bears. Hey, bro, but this is another one I want. Like Sneed and I were talking about bringing up on the cast is about the Dish news, because as you know, we're pretty deep and exclusive on Dish right now. Like that's our main focus on a lot of.
Oh, it's big time, Carlos. It's huge.
So the S band, now they're making it more clear than ever that they are going to start doing stuff with that S band, especially how they picked up with Echo Star, and all that. We know Charlie was talking about it back in 2013, 2012 or 2013, but they never got really into it now until now, where they're rolling out a wireless network, terrestrial and everything. And they're saying that their end game is to go extraterrestrial coverage too, to have worldwide coverage. So you literally can go to the middle of the Sahara Desert, bro, and be connected.
Yeah, bro, you can go fight the Battle of Jericho and have coverage.
Yeah, and it's in the sweet spot of spectrum too, because that S band is literally just at 2 gigahertz, so it's in between PCS and AWS.
Apple Watch will be climbing the Himalayas with a signal, you know.
In the States, wouldn't that be wouldn't it come out as like N40?
What is S band?
I don't.
Yeah, it would be N40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's close to N41.
It's 2.0 gigahertz. It's right in between PCS and AWS.
Yeah, but without all the Wi-Fi interference, right?
With no interference.
No interference, because it's on the lower end.
There's guard band and everything. There'd be no issues.
Interesting.
Because you got to think about this too. If that was the case with interference, then band 66 should have interference because it's 2.1.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we're good on the S band part. We're good, bro. Like this is gonna be a game changer right here. And just think about it, bro. Just having worldwide coverage. That son of a bitch, Charlie, will be able to sell his service anywhere he wants, worldwide.
Akivo 2.3 gigahertz is WCS. AT&T has that, and I think it's XM radio also.
Yep, band 30. Hey, what's going on, Ernesto? How are you, man?
So imagine a situation where you're leaving your house, you're driving down the road, you're going to the airport, you're on the plane, still getting connection.
Literally,
And then when you land, wherever you land, whether it be domestically or internationally, you get off the plane and you don't have to do anything. It's still working.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
I mean, it's going to be better than terrestrial coverage if you think about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're going to charge a premium, but or maybe they will.
I think Adam is right. People say they hate the fees on the equipment. Yeah, it's a bit of a deterrent. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, maybe it's not a big deal, as it's viewed more of a deposit. But if they could somehow get that beyond people's as an obstacle, and then people are more willing to adopt it as a viable option. And I think he brings up the case of if it needs to be replaced, it's got to be replaced quickly.
Because
failure rate's got to be really low. You know what I mean? I mean, that's part of the problem T-Mobile's having. I mean, their failure rates on whatever the heck, that gateway they sent me was terrible.
Bro, I still have to return mine. I still haven't returned the T-Mobile home internet, bro. And that thing, literally, we don't even use it, bro. The fucking speeds are horrible.
Would you say that people that are using Starlink now, mine
are still kind of like they're like a beta testing kind of early adopter phase,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that when it becomes a little more
I think so.
mainstream, they get more satellites out there, that all these fees might just drop because there's more people on the network to kind of underwrite the cost of
They
the
would
work.
have to introduce speed tiers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
They can't do speed tiers until they get that capacity there, though.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and isn't the in the end game like 12,000 LEO satellites?
Dang.
Yeah,
I feel
So
like that's a lot, man. That'd be pretty cool.
that is a lot, but I mean, could you even imagine that? I mean, that and they're trying to go worldwide, so can you imagine
Yeah.
that capacity?
Yeah.
so
I
it
mean,
says here,
I'll tell you what, man. If you were launching 65 every 2 weeks,
yeah.
within a few years, you're sitting pretty.
Exactly. You got to imagine there's like a threshold you hit, and they're just like, when they hit it, it's like anything above that is just gravy. You know, I kind of like to
I
know
think
where
it's
that
going to
at.
be, like how we view the tower densification process. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And, getting certain hemispheres covered. Like it wouldn't make sense to be focusing on, remote areas of northern Canada where nobody is. They're just not there. There are no homes that, it's just not occupied.
Yeah.
But there are parts of Alaska and there are parts of, Mother Russia that probably needs some coverage.
Oh, definitely.
But
And then,
I mean,
then they can bring that guy back saying, "Can you hear me now?"
the Starlink, bro, is just it's a whole different ball game. It's just that's all it comes down to. It's once the coverage is there, it's going to be good for the people that need it, and for the people that don't, you know, they'll be there terrestrial, hopefully.
I mean, I would love to see the potential, like, when I covered the S-band situation with the dish video the other day. I think I dropped it yesterday. I don't think people understand the potential of the combined networking between traditional cellular sites and then cellular that's delivered through satellite. Like it's an incredible hybrid concept. Exactly.
Yeah.
And operationally, it could work from a monetary standpoint. I mean, there's no demand or pressure to offer huge capacity through satellite. Plus, I mean, they already have a lot. I don't know. I like the prospects, man. I definitely love the concept for sure.
Yeah, and I know me and Apple Watch, and I think Carlos were talking about, could you even imagine the hardware that they're talking about, how they're trying to incorporate it into the handset hardware? They've got to already be in talks with the major manufacturers right now. So.
In talking about rural America, so
Yeah.
extended, some of these really extended parts of the country. Like me personally, man, I think Starlink's going to do it better than T-Mobile Home Internet.
Yeah.
I mean, I think T-Mobile Home Internet's going to overachieve, but I still think that the advantage is still with Starlink, because even Starlink can go places that T-Mobile Home Internet cannot, and really they should not. Like putting a cell tower on a mountain where nobody lives makes no sense.
Well,
yeah. I think in rural, the last mile has always been the challenge too, because there's just some places, like for example, where I live out here, unless you actually physically blast rock from the side of the mountain, there is no way you're going to be able to lay fiber. So you got to figure out a more cost-effective option to get internet to that one or two people that's on the top of that mountain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you either have like fixed wireless or you're gonna have satellite.
And that's basically what it's coming down to. A lot of this is just satellite, bro. Think about it. Satellite at the end of the day is cheaper to maintain, and it's more efficient in a way, versus a terrestrial site that you have to always continuously, monitor and
and repair, and you got to do anything you can to keep it up and going.
And I would say with Starlink especially, they're going to iterate on their hardware, their antenna hardware, and I'm sure they're going to iterate on their satellites. And the technology on both ends is just going to get better and better and better and more efficient. They're going to drop the pings, use the capacity more efficiently, and they're going to the experience you just know is going to get better. And if it's already starting out this good, could you even imagine?
Exactly. So what is this? David put on there. Elon responded to a tweet yesterday that flight services being worked on as we speak. So they're gonna end up having they're gonna have Starlink in flights too now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's gonna be like the in-flight Wi-Fi. They would serve the airline. They were talking about this. Probably goes back about 6 or 7 weeks, and they were talking about Starlink bringing in mobility, but not in the traditional sense of mobility as in like our handhelds, but more about putting the dishes on RVs, mobile homes, trucks, like 18-wheeler big rigs.
Yeah.
So that seems like a pretty nice option. And you think about the concept of what a cow is, a cell on wheels. And that's essentially the concept is, making mobile autos, not cars, right? You're not going to Carlos, you have the dish. Could you see that thing on a car?
That's gonna be pretty tough.
Right. So, but you could see it on a conversion van, a large conversion van or truck.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So those large transit vans, 18-wheelers, it's non-issue, right? You're putting it on, mounting it on, and it's good to go.
And one of the buzz phrases that we're hearing is autonomous vehicles with 5G. How are they gonna get like these last mile places right out in the boonies? They're gonna need satellite to. What happens to your autonomous vehicle when it reaches these outer suburban areas or even rural areas? Are they just gonna die and stop working, or how are you gonna transition over? And I think with all these innovations in satellite and in the next release of the 3GPP, I believe they're talking about how to integrate satellite into the 5G specification. They're planning for it. They're wanting to make 5G near ubiquitous, so they can do these things like autonomous vehicles or augmented reality or virtual reality, et cetera, et cetera.
All that's going to require a lot of bandwidth. You got to think about it. Eventually, if they convert, let's just say there's 700 billion vehicles out. So let's say let's just say 100 million at least get converted over.
Yeah.
Then you're going to need a lot of bandwidth to support, self-driving.
Yeah, they're going to need the bandwidth, and if they're bringing the data centers to the edge of the network, what's that acronym? MEC, Mobile Edge Compute, where they're processing data at the tower, so they can have near real-time processing of information for all these quote-unquote autonomous vehicles. Then yeah, they're gonna need that satellite. They're gonna need a satellite with that low latency.
So let me address, and Carlos, if you could please go ahead and click on James' comment there. It's about 3 or 4 comments up, maybe. The T-Mobile home internet, and this is important that Shane brought this up. I'm glad he did. T-Mobile home internet is actually not a dedicated home internet service. I think a lot of people forget this. What T-Mobile is doing is they are monetizing excess capacity on their network. T-Mobile home internet is not a primary connection. It's not a secondary connection. It's not even a tertiary connection. Everything in terms of traffic on the T-Mobile network has priority over T-Mobile home internet. Everything. So that means you are at the bottom of the totem pole And because of that, since it's not a dedicated primary connection, you're subject to being so low on the priority level, you're an afterthought. They're literally just trying to monetize the last little bit of freed up capacity that a site could have. So if they set aside, hey, we'll do up to 5 T-Mobile home internet signups on this tower site, and then those 5 get filled, even though your area does serve T-Mobile home internet customers, after those 5 have been occupied, they're shutting down signups.
Yeah.
Starlink is a dedicated home internet service that once it's available in your area, everyone can sign up for it if they want to.
Yep. You could have 100,000 people sign up, no problem.
So, when everybody thinks about T-Mobile home internet, you have to just frame it properly of what it is. It's the monetization and sale of excess capacity that is heavily deprioritized, and it's just it's like it's like the scraps after they cut up all the good meat.
Is it like trying to
You
put
know, all
hot
the meat they use for fillets and all the meats that they use for good meals, and after this they clean up the scraps and they process it and turn it into bologna.
would be
That's
like trying to,
essentially what it is.
would be like trying to put a hotspot on a prepaid account.
But even a dedicated hotspot on the T-Mobile network has priority over T-Mobile home internet.
Wow.
Like your hotspot on your phone line would be prioritized above.
That's crazy.
It's just that's the reality of their play on it, and I'm not bashing a company. That's how they've chosen to monetize it and do it.
Yeah.
And that's how they keep their costs down. And I'm totally with it. T-Mobile is trying to become more profitable and make more money, and that's just the truth of it. That's all.
Wait, what you're telling me? Companies are here to make money?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
they try. They think about it sometimes.
okay.
Anthony, what do you think of that for Starlink?
It's really good. A fast.com would be appreciated, Los, if you could, please.
Oh, let's see here.
Getting fancy over there with the Mac. Come on, bro. Yeah. I mean, I'm eclectic, so let me check it out on the fast.com.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Yes, sir. Wow. So your typical range is low 100s and the high end over 200?
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, man. So you run a couple of TVs, a couple of computers, a couple of phones, a couple iPads type deal?
Fridge. Everything.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, wow.
The whole entire thing.
The whole shebang, bro.
And you notice as you use it more, the better it gets.
I mean, yeah, it's been, bro, it's been pretty solid. Like I said, bro, like right now, because I'm running a VPN on my computer, that's probably why it's in the mid 100s. But if I know normally it'll be more than that. But yeah, bro, I love the service, man. I can't go wrong with it.
Seems really nice, though. I think the potential lies in just time, giving it more time to get more capacity. Do I see this becoming a 500 megabit per second connection? I do.
Yeah.
I do. I see it becoming a 500 by 100 type connection, honestly.
That's more than plenty right there.
See, they don't have to worry about cellular and home internet capacity problems. That's going to be something that the fixed wireless companies are going to have to deal with. Multi-purpose, cellular and in mobility and home internet. See, but these dedicated networks focus on one thing, and that allows them to be more specialized and better technologies. Let's not pretend like Starlink is not going to innovate the hardware that goes up into the sky.
Exactly.
I mean, we've got massive MIMO antennas 10 years ago nobody would have dreamt of.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, just look what could happen in 5 to 10 years. I look at XLTE and advanced LTE back in 2014 and 15. I mean, going from 10 megabit max to 50 megabit max, that was a 5 times capacity increase. I mean, these things are going to happen.
I remember that, bro. That was like life changing right there.
Yeah.
That was an innovation.
Because what ends up happening, instead of you peaking at 10 meg and potentially buffering watching video, now it's a thing of the past.
Exactly. But I mean, other than that, bro, you know, hopefully that they can move on the ball faster. Because I mean,
I think they're doing okay, Carlos. I mean, what else are you looking for at this moment in time?
Oh, I'm fine. I just want more people to have access to it.
You
Fair.
just want an unlimited hotspot on dish wireless, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Wouldn't that be
S-band
amazing?
hold on. So S-band is already a dirty spectrum. How's it dirty? 2 gigahertz is not used by nothing right now except for, what was it, TV service?
Yeah.
Not even all of it, just some.
Yeah, James right. Millimeter wave is not the issue, but you gotta again reframe it. Millimeter wave is the ultimate capacity layer.
Yep.
Not, 50, 80, 100 megahertz of midband. It's hundreds, possibly over 1,000 megahertz of spectrum dedicated primarily for home internet. A lot of people question the use of millimeter wave mobility. Fine. I disagree.
Yep.
Question it, but you cannot question its viability as fixed wireless access.
That's where fixed wireless access it benefits fixed wireless access, millimeter wave. The capacity is endless.
From what I understand, Shane, the S band is not dirty spectrum. The guard band seems pretty adequate.
Exactly.
We'd have to see how it gets used. I mean, using it in satellite's different than using it in traditional cellular. So we'd have to see. It's one of the things that Zero Cool has kind of always reminded me. Let's see it in action before we jump to conclusions. And speaking to Nikki about C-band, same thing. Like we know the potential of C-band. We have to pump the brakes and wait till we see its application. It could be better than we know. It could be worse than we know. Who knows?
Oh, I think we'll find out pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll find out pretty soon.
Now, this is the same, bro, with this S-band situation. Do you think that if Dish does this, do you think this gives a potential for an NVNO to open up for Apple Wireless? You know how Apple's trying to do their own wireless situation?
Well, they're going to have to create a pretty nice network slice for them.
Well,
Apple's going to want a complete slice of some kind of functionality. Yeah, I'd be totally fine. And you guys, let me know what you think. A dedicated iPad network.
Yeah.
I would like to see a dedicated iPad network and a dedicated watch network.
Watch.
I mean, it doesn't.
Why the watch?
The watch, because it wouldn't require a phone to be paired to.
You mean like a whole network slice?
It would just be so tiny. I mean, the bandwidth needs, what would it need to be? 1 megabit per second?
Yeah.
The slice would just need good latency because it might be monitoring health vitals.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I'm looking at it.
But it just depends on the data it's transmitting too. Transmitting video is different than transmitting like just numerals and digits and stuff.
It would need more because the watch is going to enable video in the future.
Oh, you think we're gonna like Dick Tracy kind of thing going on?
Yeah, but even if a watch was receiving video, what are they even 2-inch displays?
Don't even. No,
I don't know. An Apple Watch, I would say,
like
I don't know,
1.85 or something like that.
Not that big.
Be redesigned too.
Can you see a use case of needing more than 480p on a display that diagonal might be 2 inches?
Like the cameras
No, but I want to be spoiled.
Like the cameras they have now would take up like half the watch space.
remember that the first Galaxy watch that had the camera on the wristband?
Oh wow.
I
Yo,
still have that
fellas,
watch, bro. That was awesome.
somebody was asking me if I would want to see millimeter wave on an Apple Watch, and I couldn't believe they legit were serious.
Man, that would like burn your wrist.
I simply could not wrap my mind around it. Like, millimeter wave is a capacity layer. What on a watch could need that?
Well, first of all, I don't think you could fit
No.
the antennas in there.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
yeah.
Second
I'm
of all,
like, yeah,
ow.
yeah, we need N260 on a watch, you know.
Oh wow.
The batteries can barely power it all day, so why would you do something like that?
Exactly.
Damn, millimeter wave on the Apple Watch.
They were
Apple Watch is a
real-
hotspot. Oh my goodness! Now you need ginormous modems, man. Here we go.
The battery's only
Hotspot I
like, what
can
is it?
see. I can
500
see that.
milliamp hour.
Maybe that's why they're trying to do the air power, so you can carry some air power in your pocket.
So I don't know. Now we just got people clowning right here. Look at this one.
Did y'all see
It's gonna become the N41 watch, man.
Did y'all see the
What's up, Obed?
Rumors article about the redesign of the Apple Watch? How it's going to be more, I think it's more circular than more square.
Oh, that's so good, man. They're so ugly. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness! If it went circular, that's beautiful, man. Thank goodness.
I think it needs a redesign. We're on the 6th generation. It
Bro,
needs a
they're so
redesign.
ugly,
Apple
man.
Watch.
Who designed a square watch? That is horrible and awful. You know what it is?
Yeah.
Horror awful. That's what it is. The Apple Watch design is horror awful.
No.
I would love for them to flatten out the design so you don't have a big old hump stick out on your wrist.
I don't know. I've gotten used to it, bro. I mean,
bro, that's terrible. Don't do that to yourself. Don't get used to it.
it's okay. I mean, whatever. You know, I don't care. I'm not a watch person anyway, so it doesn't bother me much.
Bro, every watch I ever owned has been circular.
Well, I think eventually they're gonna have to do like you know how they're working on those rollable phones. I think they're gonna have to do like kind of like a rollable band to fit all those sensors in there, because they're wanting to do more and more stuff. You need more surface area to do more sensors.
Man, you're trying to keep things to a minimum with a wearable. You know, just whatever the purpose of the wearable is, that's the primary and that's the focus.
But every time Apple Watch iterates, it's like,
yeah, and it also could be a wraparound.
That's what I'm saying. The rollable kind of technology.
Could be a wraparound display.
Oh, the wearables with that just like slap on the concepts.
You remember those little things from back in the 90s? You slap them on your wrist.
Yeah. Sure.
That's gonna be your future Apple Watch there.
I don't know, man.
Here, what priority is T-Mobile test drive for eSIM? I don't know.
Oh, they're talking about that.
I mean, it's only 30 gigs, so I mean they could prioritize it pretty high. I would assume it's like magenta.
Yeah.
You know, I don't understand why you would give priority to a plan that's not paid. Oh, wait a minute. Free lines. Oh shit.
I was about to say free line.
Yeah, the Apple Watch definitely needs a wraparound display.
Yeah. My cat ended up pressing a button on the damn laptop, kicked me out.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Apple Watch, and then they're gonna do that Apple Glass thing. They're gonna have sensors everywhere, bro.
David's getting 1.3 megs on fast.com, so that confirms it. That's magenta. Hell, it could even be essentials. Who knows? But that's the thing. People are gonna go to Ookla and be like, "Ooh, I have 110 megabits." Ooh. T-Mobile, the Ookla network.
I don't know. If T-Mobile was smart, they'd begin the app and they'd say, well, now that you have signal, if you want to unlock the full potential, here,
No, upsell to the max.
Yep.
The Magenta Max is a good plan. I mean, I'd say between that plan and maybe the AT&T Elite plan, and then maybe the original unlimited plan from Verizon. Those are kind of the. I mean, Sprint had some good plans too, but Sprint's like not a thing anymore. So
Nope.
Sprint's like, you had a good plan, but so T-Mobile's got this now, so you can go penetrate yourself.
Almost need another one. How do you feel that they said June 22nd, 2022, no more Sprint network?
So that means it's completely decommed.
I got leaked.
Does that mean Mav still has one more year?
Oh,
yeah.
That yellow thong gonna be rocking.
Yeah, all
well, less than a year.
All 3 megahertz are yours, bro.
Oh, dude, you're killing it with the 3 megahertz. That's that ultra wideband.
Yellow socks.
And they're not. I guess they're cutting them off. It won't even have 911 access. Nothing. It's done.
Oh man, your SIM card, man.
Oh,
that's all right.
You have to get a new SIM card.
Apparently, if you have T-Mobile, you don't have 911 access.
Change out the yellow.
Anybody who still has a Sprint SIM card clearly feels their service is fine, and I have no idea how. Like, I don't know what type of spectrum is still on the Sprint side. I have no idea, but like, my home site is absolute trash. I mean, it's less than a mile away. I got 3 megahertz of band 26. I got 5 of band 25, and band 41 doesn't even transmit anymore.
It's not necessarily the Sprint SIM card. It's more so, do they have the run home feature turned on or off?
I mean, but Apple Watch. I mean, the degradation of the experience is so bad.
But it's still roaming on T-Mobile, even though you have a Sprint SIM card.
I'm talking about the actual Sprint network. I mean, there's locations that are Sprint, like.
Yeah.
That's the trouble. And if you're on a Sprint SIM card, and I mean, you're locking into these sites. It's bad.
It's time to let go.
Here, it's still okay. I'm still getting over 150.
Kazi's saying it's the Boost customers. I don't know, man. They're on T-Mobile right now. They're only giving out the TNX SIMs, I believe. Yeah. Carlos will tell you about the freemium plan or whatever the hell it was called. What, Friends and Freemium? What was it called?
Family plan.
Families, yeah. I don't know. Everybody fusing words, bro.
I love that plan. Still got it. Cheap. Everybody paid their own bill. They got their own bill, and it's just like Visible.
I'm still looking for Marcelo, bro. I don't know where he is.
No, he ran, bro. He ran with the cash. He just saw that cash, and he just dipped higher than ever, bro.
I mean, could you imagine? Just look at what it's like to be the CEO of a failing telecom. Randall Stevenson is probably getting retirement checks for like $400,000 a month. Like his golden parachute was like $90 million.
Yeah,
it's good to be king.
Yeah, bro. And then like, I don't know, man. Marcelo, like, what did he accomplish? All he did was run Sprint faster into the ground, and he became the CEO of WeWork.
Yeah,
SoftBank.
He was a cheerleader of the Sprint demise. I remember that. Because him and John would go on like a whirlwind tour of Congress and stuff and say how good this deal's going to be for everybody.
No, they went from dogging each other on Twitter to massaging each other on Capitol Hill.
Yep. There you go. James is saying that he's hanging out with sweaty armpits.
I heard Eugene got to wear a new T-Mobile shirt every day because of the pit stains, man.
He got a what?
Twice a day, bro.
New shirts, man. New thong shirts because the pit stains.
Oh, man.
Apparently that magenta is unforgiving for armpit stains.
Yeah, dude. You'd be getting those Sprint stains on the thong shirts.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. So I guess T-Mobile's upgrading plan. So I have the old binge on plan. I remember that plan. The T-Mobile upgraded to unlimited data. I can still turn off binge on and get no throttled video data. There you go.
Akivo can't get rid of the stains or the smells, dog. You know what you're gonna have to do, Akivo? You're gonna have to put those pine trees under your armpits. You rocking that T-Mobile gear, dog?
Oh yeah, you gotta get those little those card trees.
Wipe them under your. That's where you get one of those car fresheners and just wipe yourself with it. There you go.
Bro, I swear, man, if I knew I could pull it off, I would find Eugene, bro, hanging out at Bellevue headquarters, and I'd throw frozen water balloons right at him, bro.
Damn. Fuck his ass up. Let's see here. Would you ever get a Sony Xperia Mark III? I haven't looked into it yet, bro. But if the band compatibility is not there, I kind of would not spend the money because I've heard those Sony phones are literally about $2,000. I'm not gonna spend no $2,000 on something I can't use fully.
Oh, the one Mark III. You talking about that one? Oh, that's gonna be like 2,200.
Let's see here.
It has a pretty screen.
What's worse than T-Mobile's low band interfering with hospital equipment or T-Mobile alcohol? Oh yeah, they became part of the adult beverage industry. we got a video coming up, guys, on the adult beverage industry. We're tracking this, bro. Are they gonna check ID?
It could be worse. There's other adult industries, so it could be worse.
And they're probably heading to that one next.
Yeah. Yeah, did you hear they're gonna make a T change like the VP of adult entertainment?
Oh man.
Oh Jesus. Bro, we're gonna check, dude. You know how we're doing it, bro. We're gonna see on the video. You guys will see. Do they check ID? Do they not check ID? Oof. That's gonna be another F for them, bro, if they don't.
Well, how much they charge for it? It better taste like heaven.
Bro, okay, so the 5 gin bottle is $30. The 5 ginger beer is $10 for a 6-pack.
That's crazy.
And the shipping is $24. How much was the shipping? So it's like $24, bro.
Hey, for everybody out there, just wait till it hits Amazon. You know it will. Save all that shipping.
But you know what, bro? We might just give it away on the channel, bro.
Yeah.
Who knows? We might give it away to a lucky person. Yeah. Let's see here. 5G thongs next. Probably, James.
Man.
Oh, damn. Thanks, bro. Yeah. Increase my credit. Oh, shit. Yo, what happened to that line increase, bro?
I'm trying, dog.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, bro. That's hilarious, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know what that is, bro. All I know is I can ask for an increase anytime and I get approved. No questions asked.
I mean, yeah.
But other than that, bro, that's it, bro. Let's call this a wrap, bro. Nice. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all you guys that are in here, the 48 that are still here on the live. And then thank you, Sneed, for coming through.
Wait, so I just nailed the buzzer beater, bro. I just Michael Jordan fourth quartered their asses.
That's right, bro.
Did?
Yeah, bro. You hit the buzzer. You hit the buzzer. Here you go. This is the buzzer beater right here. Where is it? Boom, buzzer beater right there.
Buzzer beater, yeah.
And thank you. It was Jose, David, Kazi, for the super chats. Appreciate you too, Sneed.
No problem.
And that's it, guys. Make sure to stay tuned to
Hit the like
SMT's
button on your way
channel.
out.
I might make sure to
That's
stay
right.
tuned to our channels because we're gonna be having more
One
dish
more
news
Lowe's.
coming up.
One more Lowe's buzzer beater.
Oh,
Buzzer beater.
damn. Buzzer beater. Adam. Good show, guys. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Kimon. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll catch you in the next one, and make sure to check us out and make sure to stay tabs with the dish news. We're going to keep it coming.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you in the next one, guys.
Peace.
Peace.